Rear Admiral Sean Pybus knows a lot about the U.S. Navy SEALs. He's a former SEAL who is now the commander of America's legendary Naval Special Operations Warriors. Admiral Pybus also knows a lot about Act of Valor, an action movie about the SEALs. Act of Valor is a unique motion picture for two reasons. One, it stars real Navy SEALs doing the kinds of dangerous, lethal things they do in the real world. Two, the Navy SEALs asked Hollywood to make the movie, not the other way around. At the 2012 AFCEA Defense Industry Conference in San Diego, Admiral Pybus explained why the SEALs approached Hollywood to make a movie about them.
5 years ago, we were having trouble getting sufficient numbers of high-quality diverse recruits into the front door of our training center, BUDS, which is right here in San Diego, in Coronado.
Today, after the SEALs confronted and killed Osama bin Laden, the world's most wanted terrorist, and after they've made several daring rescues of hostages, it's hard to believe the Navy's Special Warfare Command would have trouble attracting recruits. But that's exactly the dilemma they faced in the 2005-2007 time frame. The United States was fighting two wars at once, with no end in sight. Ever since President John F. Kennedy ordered the formation of a Navy Special Operations Force, becoming a Navy SEAL was, and is, a brutally difficult challenge. Only a quarter to a third of the recruits complete BUDS, the physically and mentally grueling basic underwater demolition SEALs training program. Half a decade ago, the top brass became concerned about the shrinking ranks of Navy SEALs.
We decided that perhaps a movie, perhaps a documentary, some film might draw those recruits to our front door. And so it was decided, after talking with the Navy and having Navy support, that we would enter into an agreement with a production team in Hollywood to make a film.
They had a precedent in Top Gun, the wildly successful film about the Navy's Fighter Weapons School, now known as the Strike Fighter Tactics Instructor Program, which teaches air combat maneuvering. The 1986 motion picture is credited with a 500% increase in enlistees wanting to become naval aviators. Act of Valor is a fictional story of Navy SEALs rescuing an abducted American agent. The realism is undeniable. The Navy SEALs in the movie used live ammunition in several of the action scenes.
There are SEALs in the movie. The decision was taken 4 years ago that would make the movie more real, and I think they've done a very good job. We directed them to do that, a handful of SEALs, and they did as ordered. Not with great excitement, because they have other things to do. But at the time, it was important enough that we had to get our recruiting sorted away, so they did a great job with that. I'm proud they did as they were asked to do. It's a good result, but I don't want to make them Hollywood stars, and they don't want to be that.
The movie-going public will cast the deciding vote on Hollywood stardom for the real deal SEALs. I'm Vince Wade.